as we were talking earlier, things have changed, man. We're now in 2026. You have
Yeah.
all this data. So talk about like what's been changing. What are some of the new things you're excited about? And just across the country now, like what are you seeing the sentiment is? Is there a region or a type of landlord that seems more optimistic right now, or people pessimistic? Like what's the overall feel right now across the nation?
Yeah, I think the overall feel is that there's becoming a greater emphasis on like operational excellence in the industry. I think when you're able to buy properties at relatively better prices, it puts a little bit less pressure on the operations to be as tight. I think as prices have increased and it's been a little bit harder to find good deals in different areas, it puts a little bit more pressure on making sure that like when you're running it well and you're getting the most out of it. And so what we're doing to address a lot of that is a lot of people have been talking about tracking things like cash on cash return, their equity growth, their cash flow, net operating income across their properties, and really in real time, being able to see the insights that come out of those different areas that they can improve any of those, either by reducing costs or increasing their revenue. And so one of the big things that we're excited about that's coming pretty soon is basically giving independent landlords that view into that automatic calculation of all of those different metrics and insights from those different places, and down to an individual property level, but also up to the portfolio level. And so kind of the way you can imagine it is almost like when you go into your Schwab account or something, and you're looking at how much your portfolio is growing over a period of time. You can do kind of the same type of thing of seeing how it's performing on the property and what insights or recommendations are coming up. And those change over time in terms of what we're finding. And I think that's kind of some of the fun in being able to continue talking with people, continue analyzing the data, continue to see like what new things arise. But being able to have the ability to then surface that back to the people that need it most and ultimately help them and help their tenants is a lot of fun. So it's a pretty exciting thing. In order to kind of power all of that before we're able to get to that point, we've been trying to bring in more of the expense side of the business because that has been such a heavy aspect to it. And so we were able to apply some of our learnings from that kind of AI onboarding that I talked about earlier to taxes, where people basically can drop in like all of their 200 receipts over the course of the year. And we categorize those to the appropriate scheduling category for them, and they get their P&L by property automatically and all of that. And so in my view, it's like you have to do taxes, but you probably don't enjoy doing taxes. And so if we can kind of like plug into your bank account or pull it all out of the documents that have it already for you, we can itemize that. We understand like what from a Home Depot receipt belongs in what category of a Schedule E or other things like that. And so it ultimately, again, kind of gets you out of that manual operator seat a little bit more and into that kind of strategic, kind of fun position of figuring out what you want to do and where you want to grow and what's working well or what you might want to 1031 exchange or anything else.